John is taking his time getting the oil temp up in that 135. Brain Hall's got the 235 up and running pretty well. The old Bergeron Hall looks really nice. Sports colors. So Brent will go through turn number 1. You can definitely see the difference as Brent's got the 235 up and running really well as he heads down the backstretch. John just starting to a little bit in the 135 as he comes through turn number 2 right now. So the 𝐸𝐴 Motorsports team's got 2 boats here in 2026, and they got them both on the water successfully to open up the 2026 season. You can see Brent Chime walking the 235. Now John has really set it down a little bit as he comes off the exit of turn number 1. Now watch this 135 go as he heads down into turn number 2. Shaw put his foot into it this time by as he goes through turn number 2. As he said, these boats can average around 28 to 30 seconds a lap on this 1-mile race course. They come through turn 2. Shaw in the GP 135. Nice run off the exit of 2 down Brent Hall in the 235. So Ed and Andrea Thompson's boats are out on the water looking really good here in the 2026 Harford County Spring Nationals. As Shaw sits down into turn number 2. The old bad info has turned into the 𝐸𝐴 Motorsports. John really hooking it up. Gotta hook it hard as he comes wide off of turn number 2. Got a great run off the exit of 2 that time. Brent Hall getting the feel for this bird. Not sure if Brent's ever driven a Bergeron Hall before, but getting a good feel for it here in the Harford County Spring Nationals. Shaw slows down in the 135.
1 lap slow, then coming in.
I think he's going to go 1 time around slow and cool the motor down just
He's
a
going
little
to
bit.
do 1 slow lap and cool in.
Back into the pit area. Brent Hall goes around.
Brent, bring it in. Brent, bring it in. Box.
So great opportunity for Ed and Andrea Thompson to see their boats run on the water here. And John, I'm going to do a cool down lap. Looks like Brent is slow off of 2, but just want to do a cool down lap as well. So the 135 and the 235. Putting together a successful test session here at the Harford County Spring Nationals. As Brent drive back to the pit area.
He is on his way to the pit, You're all clear.
So Ed and Andrea Thompson got to be pretty happy there with their 2 boats making their way around the race course, 4 or 5 laps each. Look really good with those 468 cubic inch blown alcohol motors making their way around here at the 2026 Harford County Spring Nationals.
How far can you go?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, a super clean start. Everybody a little bit late as they come across start finish line for the first race in the 2026 season. As they head down here into turn number 1. Green Melowick on the outside of that Y40. He's got the advantage as they head down here into turn number 1. Nick Wheeler is back in 2nd position in the 80, and then Rob Bolanowski in 3rd. Samantha Iwansko, she's got to come across to take a start in the 314, the Irrational. So half a lap in, we go 5 times around here. 5 laps makes up to 5 miles in APBA Inboard. And Reed Malloway's got the 40, the double OT running really good through turn number 2 as he started up on the outside. He is running a more powerful motor than opposed to his inside as he's got a 1-liter modified, but he'll come around, he'll lead lap number 1. So 1 down and 4 to go here in the TY combination. Nicholas Wheeler in the 80, the Outlaw runs in 2nd position. Rob Bolanowski given this opportunity, runs in 3rd as they head down here into turn number 1 on lap number 2 of 5. So it's Reed Malloway out of Beaver Creek, Ohio, your leader through the apex of turn number 1. You at the exit pin in 1 and head down the backstretch. Nice boat ride, that double OT as he crosses the midpoint of the backstretch here on lap number 2. Nick Wheeler running that experimental 2300 with a restrictor plate, running really nicely here. He heads down the back stretch. He's got about a Bruce's down. Oh, Reed Malloway just broke down on the entrance of 2. So that's going to open it up for Nick Wheeler. As Wheeler goes to his inside. Good job of driving by both those guys. They're going to the inside of Reed. And they'll come around and complete lap number 2. So it'll be 2 down, 3 to go here in the T-Boat qualifier.
We're going 5.
And Nick Wheeler will lead lap number 2. Wheeler got a rooster tail and a half. Advantage. Over time of Rob Owenowski running back in second. As they head down here into turn number 1 on lap number 3. For Nick Wheeler. He's your leader with Rob Owenowski hugging that buoy row and that T2 missed opportunity as they head down the backstretch here on lap number 3. So halfway through the first qualifier of the weekend, and we're down to 2 boats. Started with 4, we're down to 2. As Nicholas Wheeler is your leader, we'll call it 2 full rooster tail advantage over top of Rob Owenowski back in second position. So Wheeler leads him down here into turn number 2 on the lap number 3, and now Wheeler slows. Nick is slowing, and that's going to open it up for Owenowski. Now Rob will move into the lead. So a lot of attrition here in the first race of the weekend. And Rob Owenowski, he's just got to keep it on the water for 2 laps, and he'll get the 100 points. He'll come across start-finish line to complete lap number 3. So 3 down and 2 to go. And if Owenowski can just keep it running, he'll get the first place points here in the T-Boat qualifier. They're only going to go 4 laps here. They just said they're going to shorten it to 4 laps with everybody breaking down. So Rob's just got to bring it around 3/4 of a lap, and he'll get the 100 points. Good decision by our officials. So Owenowski got half a lap away from a victory here in the opening campaign of the 2026 season.
I'm trying.
Owenowski will make it through turn number 2. And they'll come around and complete lap number 4. It'll be the checkered flag this time by. And the first win of the 2020 season on the East Coast. We're going to Rob Owenowski, the T2, the missed opportunity. He kept it together. He'll get the 100 points and the victory here in the first race of the weekend. Back out just a little bit. 30 seconds to the start. He's got to get out of it. He does. They're in turn number 1. Watch the 97 and the 242. They're going to come flying to the start as they're through the apex of turn number 2 right now. So Haynu in 1. Looks like King is in 2, and Liddyco's going to start up on the outside. So we are 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark Haynu made him. Look at Liddyco on the outside. Grand Liddyco to the across start finish line. They're back going to hold their lanes all the way through the apex of 1. Bobby King in the middle. Liddyco to the outside, and Haynu back in 3rd. They'll go through the apex of turn number 1. Remember, we go 5 times around here in E350 qualifier 1. And it's Bobby King in the 242. The LD Construction, he leads them down the backstretch, already opened up by about a half a rooster tail. Nice battle between Haynu and Liddyco for second as they head down here into turn number 2. So Bobby King, the 242, the LDC Construction is your leader. But look at Jacob Haynu, he is flying the H2. The Miss Bahornwall out of Bahornwall Quebec Canada gets really loose. He got it settled back down. 1 down, 4 to go. King is your leader. Haynu runs in second. Liddyco runs in third. They head down here to turn number 1. Haynu on the ragged edge through turn number 2. Almost dumped it right here in front of us on lap number 2. It's Bobby King. Or 1.5 in, 3.5 to go here in 350 qualifier number 1. And Bobby King in the 242 is your leader. Jacob Haynu running in second, and Grant Liddyco running in 3rd. Down into turn number 2 here on lap number 2. It's Bobby King. Comes off the exit pin with a comfortable 2 rooster tail advantage over top of Jacob Haynu running back in second. So 2 down, 3 to go. King is your leader. Haynu runs in second, Liddyco runs in 3rd. And Haynu spread out here on lap number 3. Jacob is really picking up that great response as he heads down there into turn number 1. So King leads, Haynu runs in second, and Liddyco runs in 3rd. So halfway through the 350 qualifier, and it's still Bobby King. We'll call it half a straightaway advantage over top of Jacob Haynu running in second. In the Miss Bahornwall. And then Grant Liddyco in the Senate running in 3rd. So through the apex of turn number 2 here on lap number 3. It'll be 3 down, 2 to go. And Bobby King, the boat looked really well. Nice setup as he comes off the exit of 2 to complete lap number 3. LDC Construction running really well here in the opener for 2026. And off to the H2 across start finish line. As he goes down into turn number 1. Bradley Cook in the field for that brand new reconstructed 97 Descendant coming across in 3rd position. So we're 3.5 in. 1.5 to go here in the 350 qualifier. It's Bobby King in the 242-year leader through the apex of turn number 2. 𝐸𝐫𝐻 still runs in 2nd in the H2, the Miss Mahornwall. They'll come around and complete lap number 4. White flag being displayed on the race course, signifying one more lap around. And the 242, Bobby King is your leader. King runs in 2nd. Bradley Cook through turn number 2, running in 3rd. So 3/4 of a lap away for the 100 points and for Bobby King picking up the victory here in the first race of the season. Here in 2026, he heads down the back stretch, half a lap away from the victory in that 242 LTC Construction. So Bobby King out of Memphis, Michigan, he'll bring it through the apex of turn number 2. He'll be looking for the checkered flag this time by. And he'll come off the exit of 2, picking up where he left off last season. And Bobby King, your unofficial winner of the first qualifier for the 350s. Second, we're going to 𝐸𝐫𝐻. He learned a little bit there. Got to use that wing, man. He comes across in 2nd. 3rd, we're going to Bradley Cook in the 97.
What? Jesus. Yeah, he went also not in the rooster, but
up a little early as we are 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, it looks like Wheeler may have jumped the start there, but we'll see as they head down into turn number 1. So Nicholas Wheeler, he is your leader. Bowenowski was up too early in the start, had to really get out of it, back out of it. And now he's got the T2 missed opportunity up and running.
We gotta remember.
Down into turn number 1 off the exit of 1. Nick Wheeler in the 80, the Outlaw, he is your leader. Remember, we go 5 times around here in the 1.5 liter stock final. Nick Wheeler leads it down into turn number 2. Bowenowski running back in 2nd, about a half a lap separates 1st and 2nd here as Bowenowski was up way too early at the start. Had to get out of it. Nick Wheeler hit it perfectly. Come around and complete lap number 1, so 1 down and 4 to go. Here in the T-Boat final. And Nicholas Wheeler, he'll lead it across start finish line. So 1 down, 4 to go. Robert Bowenowski runs in 2nd. Let's see if Rob can try to run down Wheeler. He's got 4 laps to do it. So he head down into turn number 1 on lap number 2. So Nicholas Wheeler in the 80, the Outlaw, he's your leader. Bowenowski in the T2, the missed opportunity runs in 2nd. So off the exit of turn number 1 here on lap number 2. Nicholas Wheeler still hold on to a comfortable half the straightaway advantage. They head down into turn number 2 here on lap number 2. So Wheeler leads and Bowenowski runs in 2nd here in the 1.5 liter stock final. So Bowenowski through the apex of turn at number 2 to come around and complete lap number 2 to be 2 down and 3 to go for Nick Wheeler in the 80. So again, Nick's running that experimental motor. Got a restrictor plate on that motor, trying to see if that'll work here on the East Coast instead of trying out west. And Nick's doing a good job here on lap number 3. Bowenowski comes across in 2nd. So through the apex of turn number 1 here on lap number 3. It's still Nicholas Wheeler, your leader, with Rob Bowenowski running in 2nd. Still caught at about a half a straightaway advantage for Wheeler here on lap number 3. So halfway through the T-Boat final. 2.5 in and 2.5 to go. And Nick Wheeler's got that 80 running pretty well as he heads down into turn number 2 on lap number 3. So Bowenowski runs in 2nd. See Nick Wheeler coming through the apex. Turn number 2, get a good shot underneath the boat. See how these boats just kind of fly on a cushion of air as he comes off the exit pin of turn number 2 to come around and complete lap number 3. So 3 down, 2 to go. Here in the 1.5 liter stock final. Nick Wheeler is your leader. Wolanowski still running in second. And the T2 missed opportunity. And we just running us about 2 turns in APBA Inboard. To the right of us is turn number 1. We have an entrance and the exit. Nick Wheeler's coming off the exit of 1 as Rob just hit the entrance of 1. And they fly down the back stretch, down into turn number 2. Same thing there, entrance and exit. And Nick Wheeler, 3.5 in, 1.5 to go. Heads down into turn number 2. He'll hit the entrance of 2 right now. With a comfortable straightaway advantage over Tyler Wolanowski running back in second. So Nick Wheeler coming through turn number 2. He'll be looking for the white flag this time by. It'll signify one more lap around here in the 1.5 liter stock final. And Nick Wheeler will get the white flag. Signify he'll go around one more time, 1 more mile away from the 100 points for Nick Wheeler in that 80 the Outlaw. Wolanowski brings the T2, the missed opportunity across start finish line in second. Through the apex of turn number 1, Nick Wheeler looking to get the victory here in the T-boat final. And unfortunately did not finish in the qualifier. Wheeler looking to get about a half a lap away on the victory here in the T-boat final. He slowed down just a little bit as he heads down into turn number 2 for the 5th and final time. Nick Wheeler in the 80, coming through the apex of 2. Wolanowski still runs in second. He'll be coming around and looking for the checkered flag this time by as he comes off the exit of turn number 2. Nick Wheeler in the T80 the Outlaw. He'll get the checkered flag this time by. And your unofficial winner of the T-boat final go to Nick Wheeler. Second to go to Rob Wolanowski in the T2. A missed opportunity. The waves were 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice start for Mike Henderson. Here goes Parks turn number 1. So Parks will lead him down into turn number 1 in the 18. Out of South Carolina, he is the leader with Mike Henderson running back in second. So Parks Jones, brand new boat for Parks here in 2026. He seems to go through them very quickly as he leads them down the backstretch here on lap number 1. We go 5 times around here in the Sportsman Advanced Qualifier, and Parks Jones Jr. is your leader down into turn number 2. Already a comfortable half a straightaway advantage over top of Mike Henderson running back in second. So through the apex of 2 to come around and complete lap number 1. It'll be Parks Jones Jr. in the 18 out of Lake Valley, South Carolina. He'll lead lap number 1. 1 down, 4 to go. In the 18, Mike Henderson runs back in second in the 99 out of Gibstown, New Jersey. Pretty spread out here after lap number 1. Parks will lead up across off the exit of turn number 1 and head down the backstretch. Good opportunity for Parks to test this boat out here in this qualifier. Unfortunately, Talon Newton unable to make the call. He brought the 24 of the April back to the pit area prior to the start of the heat. Must have felt something that he didn't like in that 24. Didn't want to cause any damage, and he brought it back to the pit area. Come around and complete lap number 2. 2 down and 3 to go. So far, we'll see that coming up here in a few minutes after the Sportsman Advanced Qualifier. So off the exit of turn number 1 here on lap number 3, Parks got a nice comfortable advantage. Only 2 boats running here. See if the officials want to give them all 5 laps, so maybe they cut it down to 4. Coming around to complete lap number 2 is Mike Henderson. So Parks will lead down into turn number 2. Almost 3/4 of a lap in front of Mike Henderson. As he'll come around and complete lap number 3. So 3 down, 2 to go. Here in Sportsman Advanced Qualifier. And Parks Jones Jr. is your leader. that steering wheel as they run around at about 100 miles an hour through this race course. So no seatbelts or anything for these guys in these open cockpits. Sparks almost ready to overtake Mike Henderson and put him a lap down. Sparks got that brand new boat running really well, 3.5 in, 1.5 to go. He heads down into turn number 2 with a comfortable advantage over top of Mike Henderson. So Parks will come around, he'll be looking for the white flag this time. As he'll move up on the inside of Henderson. So Parks on the red boat on the inside, he's going to put Henderson a lap down on his outside. It'll be the white flag this time by. One more lap around for Parks Henderson. In the 18. So final lap for Parks as he goes through the apex of turn number 1. Nice comfortable lead. He's already opened it up to put Henderson a lap down. So he'll come off the exit of 1. He'll be looking for the checker flag as he comes around one more time. So Parks has got this one pretty much wrapped up. Just got to keep it running as he heads down the backstretch and that SA-18 down into turn number 2. Hopefully, Talon Newton can get the 24 fixed up, and then Parker could have put a good race on us for the final a little bit later on. So through the apex of turn number 2, Parks Jones Jr., he'll come off the pin. He'll look for the checker flag this time by. And out of Lake Wiley, South Carolina, will be Parks Jones Jr., your winner on the Sports and Events qualifier. Mike Henderson, he'll get the checker flag this time by. He'll pick up second place points. Coming up, 350 final coming up next. 7, 6, gotta go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Everybody a little bit tardy at the start there, but it'll be Bobby King on the start this time. He is down to turn number 1 at 242. Running back in second. In the H2, the Miss Hornwall, they go through the apex of turn number 1. So your world record holder is out in front off the exit of turn number 1, the 242. LDC Construction and Bobby King out of Memphis, Michigan is your leader down into turn number 2 here on lap number 1. As I said, Hayner's first full season driving in the H350 class. Did some valuable laps running back in second. He'll come around and complete lap number 1. Speeds upwards of 120 to 125 miles an hour. So start finish line for the 242. Bobby King. Hayner in second. 1 down, 4 to go. Here in the 350 final. Bobby King is your leader off the exit of turn number 1. 1.5 in, 3.5 to go. King leads. Hayner runs in second here in the 350 final. So through the apex of turn number 2 here on lap number 2. Bobby King is out of Memphis, Michigan, driving the 242 LDC Construction, a construction company out of Tonawanda, New York. His sponsor comes off number 2. 2 down, 3 to go. For Bobby King. Turn number 1 here on lap number 3, halfway through the 350 final. Kings opened up by half a straightaway every time a Hayden running back in second. Bobby King getting some valuable laps here for the 2026 season in that 242 as he comes around to complete lap number 3. 3 down and 2 to go for the LDC Construction and Bobby King. Jacob Hayner picking up a little bit as he comes to the apex of 2. He's had his first full season driving at H2. As they get ready for the full season coming up that'll start next weekend. So 3.5 in, 1.5 to go for Bobby as he heads down the backstretch. Nice comfortable advantage here in the 350 final. Takes it down into turn number 2 here on lap number 4. Getting through the apex of 2. Get a good look at underneath the boat how Bobby gets that boat up off the water, lets it fly just a little bit. You can basically see all the way through the prop on the back of that boat. He takes the white flag and flies one more lap around. 4 down, 1 to go here in the 350 final. King is the leader, and he's going second. Picks up on the next spot just a little bit that time. Settles it back down as he goes down to the turn number 1. Tornado head down the back stretch. King with a nice lead as he heads down into turn number 2. So Bobby in the 242, the LDC Construction. He'll go 2 for 2 on the day. He'll come around and look for the checker flag this time by. And your winner of the 350 final go to Bobby King in the LDC Construction. Second, we're going to Jacob Haynu in the Miss Bahornwa. He'll come around in the H2. He'll get second place. Outside of Valleyfield, Quebec. Mr. Sean brings the 773 through turn number 2. You see how Mark gets that boat up off the water and hooks up that skid fin and turns left really hard as he comes off the exit 2 down in the start finish. Once again, just a reminder for our fans on the shoreline, stay out of the water while the boats are on the race course. Make sure you're not in the water. Hit up the soul food. Get yourself something to drink. Enjoy a beautiful Saturday afternoon. The Spring Nationals. After Sean does his laps around, we will have the final for the Sportsman Advance, the flat bottom glass final will be coming up next. After that, we'll get ready to go Jersey Speed Skiff racing. After that, 2.5 in the stock racing as well. So we've got plenty of heats left for you this afternoon. Stick around and have a beautiful Saturday. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Talon on the outside and Henderson on the inside. Found holding plenty of room on the outside as he swings around the 99, and the April goes into the lead with Talon Newton out of Phoenix, Arizona, your leader off the exit of turn number 1. Go 5 times around here in Sportsman Advance final. Talon Newton will lead him down the backstretch with a comfortable advantage over top of Mike Henderson running back in second. So down into turn number 2 is Talon Newton in the 24, the April. He drives for Mike Smith out of Baltimore, Maryland. Talon comes from Phoenix, Arizona. He comes off the exit bit of turn number 2 to come around a complete lap number 1. So 1 down. 4 to go for Newton. Mike Henderson running back in second. Now Mike has got less horsepower, a smaller motor in that 9 than the other 2 boats that he's running up against this weekend. It looks like Henderson's going to take it back to the pit area. So Newton on the race course by himself. We'll see what the judges decide as Henderson is going back to the pit area. He's got 1 lap in the books. They're going to throw the white flag this time. So Newton will just have to go around 1 more time. So our officials, with only 1 boat out on the race course, decide they're going to go 3 laps around here instead of the normal 5. So Talon Newton will come around and get the white flag. And he'll take the 24 across the finish line, have to go around 1 more time. So obviously some attrition here early in the season. It just happens in the first race weekend of 2026. Sometimes we have some attrition, but these guys will get them on the trailer, get them fixed up. We're ready to go tomorrow. We'll do this once again tomorrow afternoon at noon. So Newton down the backstretch, getting more and more comfortable every time he comes out in this SA24, the April, as he comes to the apex of turn number 2. He'll come around and look for the checker flag this time by. And your winner of the Sportsman Events Final, as he comes around and gets the checker flag, will be Talon Newton out of Phoenix, Arizona. Your winner. All right, our folks will be heading back to the pit area. Get ready for tomorrow. We do have a flying start. Let's see if Hardy tries to move over. No, he's just going to hold on to lane number 2 as we're 8, 7, 6. Got to go 5, 4, 3. Samantha's going to hit it perfect. 1. Mark, great start by Samantha Owancio. She beat the boys to the start-finish line, and she'll lead them down here to turn number 1. We'll watch for the 991 on the 22 on the inside. Billy's got to know that Jay is right there on his outside as they go down here to turn number 1. So Billy Sewell on the inside. He's got Samantha Owancio right there on his outside. The two are side by side through the exit of turn number 1. The Bound for Glory and the 991 on the inside and the 45. Your Summer National and High Point Championship on the outside, and Billy Sue's going to have the advantage as they come off the exit of 1. We go 5 times around here in Jersey Speed Skiff qualifier number 1. It is Billy Sewell on the inside in the Bound for Glory. He's your leader. Samantha Owancio up on the outside, running in 2nd position. Jay Hardy back in 3rd. That is George Sewell in 4th, and Abigail Langford in 5th. They come to the apex of turn at number 2 here on lap number 1. We go 5 times around here at Jersey Speed Skiff qualifier, and it's little Billy Sewell coming off the exit of turn number 2 to come around and complete lap number 1. He's opened up by 4 or 5 boat lanes. Over top of the 45 in the red, and Samantha Owancio. Samantha running out about lane number 3. Jay Hardy going to try to move up on the inside of her as they head down here to turn number 1. Samantha's got to know Jay is to her inside. She does a good job holding the lane in there, but Jay makes up a lot of ground as he moves up on the inside of the 45 here on lap number 2. So Billy Sewell in the 991, he is your leader. The battle right now on the race course is for 2nd between the 45 on the outside and the 22 on the inside, and Jay Hardy makes a nice turn off the exit at 1, and he'll take over 2nd position. We are 1.5 in and 3.5 to go here in Jersey Speed Skiff qualifier number 1. And Jay Hardy got really loose, and Samantha, she used that to her advantage on the outside of Hardy. Nice battle for 2nd here between the 22 and the 45. The 991 is checked out on the field, and Jay Hardy really hugging the buoy low. Had to get out of it just a little bit that time. 2 down, 3 to go here in Skiff qualifier number 1. And Billy Sewell is your leader. Samantha Owancio, great drive by Samantha, holding on to 2nd. Jay Hardy back to 3rd. Looks like we've lost George Sewell on the race course somewhere as the 41, the Crabster, and Abigail Langford have moved up into 4th position. Unfortunately, it looks like we've lost the JS8. So we're down to 4 boats. All 4 of these boats will make the finals as long as they keep running, as we're about halfway through the Skiff qualifier here. And it's Billy Sewell with the 991. The Bound for Glory. He was your 2024 National High Point Champion. Trying to replicate that here in the start of 2026 as he heads down into turn number 2. We'll call it about a 15 boat length advantage. Over top of Samantha Owancio running back in 2nd. Jay Hardy and the 22 running back in 3rd. We'll come around and complete lap number 3. So 3 down, 2 to go. And Billy Sewell is your leader in the 991, the Bound for Glory. Samantha Owancio holding on to 2nd position. Jay Hardy running back in 3rd. As I said, Jay spent the entire 2025 season rebuilding that 22 Silver Fox. Looking really good out here running in 3rd position in the qualifier. So Billy Sewell, your leader through the apex of turn number 1 here on lap number 4 of 5. Samantha Owancio, your defending National High Point Champion, running back in 2nd. And Jay Hardy running in 3rd. The Crabster, unfortunately, Abigail Langford is just now broken down in turn number 2 as well. So we're down to 3. We started with 5, and unfortunately some attrition here in the Jersey Speed Skiff qualifier as we've lost the 8 and the 41. So here on lap number 4, the 991 Bound for Glory. And Billy Sewell, he's got Tanner Hood riding alongside him today. Here that 991, he'll come around and complete lap number 4. Bit of white flag this time by. So 1 more lap around as Billy saws it off as he comes off the exit of turn number 2. 4 down, 1 to go. 4 45, Samantha Wancio still running in second. The 22, Silver Fox and Jay Hardy running in third. So one more lap around, and all three of these guys will transfer to the final. We have that 8-boat Jersey Speed Skip final coming up for you here in a little bit. As Billy Sewell putting it on the field here. He's opened up by about 15 boat lengths. Over top of second place, Samantha Wancio running back in second. Jay Hardy still trying to make up ground, running back in third. Every point matters. He's trying to hunt down Samantha as they go down the backstretch. Billy Sewell is half a lap away from a victory in the 100 points here in the qualifiers. They head down into turn number 2 for the 5th and final time here in the Jersey Speed Skip qualifier. Samantha still holding on to second, but Jay is in third position, making up a little bit of ground. But your leader, no doubt about it, will come off the exit pit at turn number 2. It'll be the checkered flag this time by. And qualifier number 1 for the Jersey Speed Skips will go to the 991, the Bound for Glory, and Billy Sewell and Tanner Hood. Second position will go to Samantha Wancio and Jerry Wancio in the 45 in the red. Third, we're going to Jay Hardy in the 22. With Keith Gunther riding along with him. Good run for the 991. Presley for bowling. That's how the lineup inside to out is. We are 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, good start by the Presley family. He's up on the cross-start finish line first. And they got to hold that inside. Got 2 boats to the inside of Tim. Tim's got to stay out in lane number 3. Jimmy Stewart will move up on the inside. In that JS10 Yumpin Yimini, he'll take the advantage through the apex of turn number 1. With Tim Presley running in second. Looks like Courtney Truelove is back to third. And Mike Perbola is in fourth. Those two are side by side for third as they head off the exit of turn number 1 here on lap number 1 of 5. So Jimmy Stewart and Peggy Wancio, they're your leaders down the backstretch. They've already opened up by about 6 or 7 boat lengths over top of Bob and Tim Presley running back in second. Courtney Stewart making up a lot of ground in third. She's going to try to move over the inside of the 9 as they head down here into turn number 2. So Jimmy Stewart and Peggy Wancio are your leaders. Courtney is hugging that buoy row. Presley's leaving just enough room to his inside. So Courtney's going to try to scoot up on the inside of the 9 and take over second position. The 10 is your leader, but a nice run for Courtney trying to move on the inside of the 9. So the battle on the race course is for second between young Tim Presley and Courtney Truelove on the inside. Mike Perbola having a good run with the 11 in first flight. So a nice battle shaping up for second position between 3 boats here on lap number 2. So Stewart is checked out. He's got a nice comfortable advantage as Presley comes off the exit of turn number 1. The battle on the race is still between the 9 of Tim Presley and the 721 True Love, as those two will battle it out for second position. So 1.5 in, 3.5 to go, and Jimmy Stewart is your leader. The JS10 𝐸𝐵. Remember, we're going to have an 8-boat final coming up for you here in just a little bit here in the Jersey Speed Skiff class, as Jimmy Stewart got a nice, comfortable advantage through the apex of turn number 2. So Stewart, he'll come off the exit. He'll come around and complete lap number 2. It'll be 2 down and 3 to go here in the skiff qualifier. Tim Presley in the JS9, the Kentucky Blue, having a good run, leaving just enough space to his inside. He does have the 3-boat overlap, or 4-boat overlap, excuse me, if he wants to move over and take him to that inside lane, but he looks comfortable in about lane number 2. So the Kentucky Blue is in second to go and skip it crazy. 721 runs in third. The first lane, JS11, Mike Bravola runs in fourth, as they're on lap number 3 of 5 here in the Jersey Speed Skiff fire. So Jimmy Stewart and 𝐸𝐭 off the exit of 1. We'll call it a 25 boat length advantage over top of the JS9 in second. Courtney Truelove back behind the wheel of the 721 here in 2020, holding on to third position. And Mike Bravola running in fourth. So down into turn number 2, everybody spread out now. Here in the second qualifier for the Jersey Speed Skiffs. It'll come around and complete lap number 3. It'll be Jimmy Stewart and 𝐸𝐭. The JS10, the 𝐸𝐵, out of Annapolis, Maryland. He's your leader off the exit of 2. 3 down and 1 to go. Tim and Bob Presley out of Rock Hall, Maryland, running in second. Nice run for the Kentucky Blue team. Courtney Truelove in the 721 running in third. Once again, that boat was overhauled in the offseason, looking really nice. Is that 721, and unfortunately it looks like we've lost Mike Bravola down in turn number 2. The JS11 is broken down at the entrance to turn number 2. So 3.5 in, 1.5 to go. And it's still Jimmy Stewart and 𝐸𝐭. Nice, comfortable advantage as they head down the backstretch here on lap number 4. The JS9 Kentucky Blue. We'll call it about 7 or 8 boat lengths back to Courtney Truelove running in third. So through the apex of turn number 2, here on lap number 4, it'll be a white flag this time by for the JS10, the 𝐸𝐵 and Jimmy Stewart and 𝐸𝐭. They'll come off the exit of 2 to come around and complete lap 4. So 4 down, 1 more to go for the JS10. The 9 of Tim and Bob Presley still holding on to that second spot. Nice run for the Kentucky Blue. Haven't seen those guys in a while. Good to see them back out on the race course. And that Kentucky Blue. And then Courtney Truelove and Dallas Truelove in third. So final lap here for the JS10 𝐸𝐵 and Jimmy Stewart and 𝐸𝐭. Half a lap away from a victory and 100 points to go along with it. And an automatic qualifier to the final a little bit later on today. So Stewart through turn number 2 in the 𝐸𝐵, holding on to a comfortable advantage to the apex of turn number 2. And he'll come around and look for the checker flag this time by. And off the exit of 2, it's the JS10, the 𝐸𝐵, Jimmy Stewart, 𝐸𝐭. They'll come across and get the checker flag this time by. Your unofficial winners of the second qualifier, Jimmy Stewart and 𝐸𝐭. Second position, it'll be the JS9, the Kentucky Blue. Great drive for young Tim Presley. Tim will come around and get second place with his dad Bob riding alongside him today. They'll get second position, and Courtney and Dallas Truelove in the 721 going skip it crazy will get third. Up next, 2.5 liter stock. Tenacity.
Trying to do. You weren't pushing him out of it.
45 seconds, so everybody's going to be good on the score up. So 1 right now. Looks like 𝐸𝐵 in 2. But moving up on his outside is Kyle Hayes. Kyle's going to try to move over. He's got the length if he wants to move over in front of Shaw. We'll see if he tries to or if John's going to hold on to that inside. Oh, John went through the tail, so Kyle did get over to that inside. Shaw's out in 2. 𝐸𝐵 moving up in 3. So Shaw is down on power as he went through the tail of the 1. 16 seconds from the start. They're up a little bit early 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, I don't know. The race course was pretty crazy, and so we will lead him across. Down into turn number 1, Sobe is your leader in the 58 out of Ogdensburg, New York, but he's got coming on to the outside is the 92 and the 1. And they go through the apex of turn number 1 here on lap number 1. We go 5 times around, and here comes John Shaw on the outside, right around Aiden Sobe. So the 92 takes the lead down the backstretch, the Tenacity. And John Shaw is your leader, opened up by Roostertown now over top of Aiden Sobe, running back in second. They come to the apex of turn number 2 here on lap number 1. It's Shaw with the lead. Sobe ran in second. Also, Kyle Hayes running in third. Come around a complete lap number 1. 1 down and 4 to go here at 2.5 minute stock qualifier. And the Tenacity is picking up where they left off last year. He is your HRL champion for 2025. Right over the road here in the Saturday qualifier. Sobe running in second. Kyle Hayes moves up to third. Woody Plus got in fourth, and Carolyn Oliver back in fifth. So through the apex of turn number 1 here on lap number 2. Shaw leads. Sobe runs in second. Hayes runs in third. Kyle's making up a lot of ground, running back in third position. Watch that battle for second between Aiden Sobe and Kyle Hayes. Hayes is going to move right up on the outside, and here comes the S1 moving up into second position as they head down here into turn number 2. Shaw is your leader coming around a complete lap number 2. It'll be 2 down and 3 to go. Sobe hugging the buoy row in second. Kyle Hayes moving up on the outside. Kyle leaving plenty of room to his inside. Aiden will use that to inside to his advantage and hold on a second. And the top side of the TM Special will move up on the outside. The Aiden Sobe as they head down here to turn number 3. Sobe on the inside and Kyle Hayes on the outside. Now Hayes will move out in front for second position. So John Shaw leads, but the battle on the race course is between Aiden Sobe on the inside and Kyle Hayes on the outside for second. Woody Plescott runs back in fourth, and Carolyn Oliver runs back in fifth. Shaw will come through the apex of turn number 2 to come around a complete lap number 3. 3 down and 2 to go. The 92 Tenacity, he is your leader. The 1 of Kyle Hayes runs back in second, going around the outside of Aiden Sobe. Kyle's moved up into second position. Aiden Sobe a lot of front wing, running in third. Fourth position, Woody Plescott for 341.
We got left, John.
Carolyn Oliver running in fifth. So Shaw through the apex of turn number 2. He'll come around to get the white flag this time by. It'll be one more lap around the 1 mile course here on Bush River, and John Shaw, the 92, is absolutely flying off the exit of turn number 2. 4 down, 1 to go for the Tenacity team. Kyle Hayes running in second. Aiden Sobe running in third. Woody Plescott running in fourth. Carolyn Oliver running in fifth. So here on lap number 5 of 5, down the backstretch. The Tenacity, your 2025 HRL Formula 2500 champion, down into turn number 2 for the 5th and final time here in the Saturday qualifier for the 2.5 liter stocks. We'll come to the apex of 2. He'll be looking for the checker flag this time by. And unofficially, your winner of the Saturday qualifier will go to the 92, the Tenacity of John Shaw. Kyle Hayes will come around, get a nice second place. Good run in that S1. Thompson Automotive Group presents the TM Special. And Kyle, he'll come around and get second position in the Thompson Automotive Group TM Special. Third place, Aiden Sobe with a great run in third in the 58. Fourth, we go to Woody Plescott in the 341, 309. And Carolyn Oliver in the 27, round out the field in fifth. We'll see if there's any gun jumpers. It was close at the start. We'll have to wait and see.
Got dicey beforehand.
Cross country here to get a ride, get some testing done in that GP 235. Cool Cat Motorsports as they get ready for the APBA Gold Cup in Madison, Indiana. in the first weekend of July. So Brent, gonna come out and do a couple of laps, the old Bergeron GP 235. As we said, Brent gonna be the primary driver of the second Cool Cat Motorsports Hall. Good opportunity to get Grand Prix High Plains, 468 cubic inch blown alcohol motors. They run on methanol. Speeds upwards of 160 miles an hour. Putting down 1,300 horsepower apiece. So Brent will settle down in that 235 down into turn number 2. After the GP exhibition, we should have the Jersey Speed Skip final, followed by the 2.5 liter stock final. And about on the trailer a little bit ago, it's running really rich. So they made some adjustments in that area. It looks pretty good as he comes off the exit of 1. Great opportunity for Brent to get back behind the wheel of a Grand Prix Hydro. Drove one a few years ago. He gets it settled down as he comes off the exit pit of turn number 2. Go down the backstretch one more time here. We'll see how many laps he wants to do. That GP 235. They're going to take full advantage of this opportunity to get some seat time in that boat as they get ready for the first Grand Prix America race in Madison, Indiana. First weekend of July. Back off a little bit, let it cool down some, and headed back to the pit area, probably. A good opportunity for Brent to get some seat time in that GP 235 Cool Cat Motorsports.
Come on, baby, come on. Let's go going. Come on, baby. Go. Still running. You headed in, Brett, yes or no?
So this boat's probably the fastest boat this class.
Okay, you're clear. Keep going
Top
straight.
speed 170.
Move in front of somebody.
About 100.
So Stewart is still on the gas.
I gave Chris and her their
22 seconds from the start. They're going to have to throw the anchors out right here at the exit of 2. So the 991, Billy will hold on to lane number 1. Jimmy Stewart has moved over to 2. Courtney Truelove is up here early in lane number 3 as we are 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They're early. 3, 2, 1. Mark, I think we got one jumper, but watch out for the 22, the Silver Fox, and Jay Hardy. He had the best start of anybody as he leads him down here to turn number 1. Jay's got to have 4 boat lanes to move over. He's got to get over, though. Had a great start in that 22, but he's left the inside open, and it's the 991 on the inside and the 10 to his outside. The JS10, the Yumpin Yimini, and Jimmy Stewart on the outside of the 991 to Billy Sewell. Samantha Aloncio runs back in 3rd. Looks like the 22 is having some mechanical issues back in 6th position. Unfortunately, great start for Jay, but off the pace. So the 10 is your leader. We'll call it 3 boat lanes as they head down here into turn number 2. Jimmy's got to leave a lane to his inside. He doesn't have the overlap right now. It looks like Billy went to the outside of the wake of the 10. So Jimmy Stewart is your leader in the Yumpin Yimini through the apex of turn number 2 here on lap number 1 of the Jersey Speed Skip Final. Stewart is your leader. Billy Sewell runs in 2nd. Samantha wants in 3rd. 1 down, 4 to go here in the Jersey Speed Skip Final. It's the JS10, the Yumpin Yimini, Jimmy Stewart, Pegawancio. Billy Sewell runs in 2nd. Samantha Aloncio runs in 3rd. Courtney Truelove runs in 4th. Bob and Tim Presley runs in 5th. Through the apex of turn number 1 here on lap number 2. We go 5 times around. Jimmy Stewart, we'll call 8 boat lengths now as they come off the exit of turn number 1. Stewart is your leader. Billy Sewell runs in second. Samantha Wancio runs in third. Courtney Trulove and Dallas Trulove running back in fourth. Down the backstretch, Jimmy hit a really big roller as he goes down here into turn number 2. JS10 Yumpin' Yiminy through the apex of turn number 2 here on lap number 2. Stewart leads with Billy Sewell running in second. Samantha Wancio making up a little bit of ground back there in third. So come off the exit of turn number 2 to complete lap number 2. 2 down, 3 to go here in the skiff final. Jimmy Stewart, Pega Wancio is your leader. Billy has left a lot of room to his inside. Here comes Samantha moving up on the inside of the 991. So the Bound for Glory holds on to second. Samantha Wancio and Jerry Wancio running in third. But we'll see as they go down here into turn number 1 on lap number 3. Watch Samantha move up on the inside. Wow, Samantha really holding it tight to the buoy row that time. Trying to make up ground on the 991. So Jimmy Stewart is checked out on the field. He holds on to the lead. Billy Sewell running in second. Samantha Wancio running in third. Samantha tried to find a hole between Billy and the buoy row. It just wasn't there, and Billy has opened up second place position. So pretty evenly spread out on the race course now. About 10 boat lengths between first and second. Another 6 or 7 back between second and third. And a long way back to fourth and fifth. But through the apex of turn number 2, Jimmy Stewart and Pega Wancio will come around and complete lap number 3. It'll be 3 down, 2 to go here in the skiff final. Jimmy Stewart is your leader in the JS10, the Yumpin' Yiminy. The 991. Running in second position, Billy Sewell and Tanner Hood. The 45. Samantha and Jerry Wancio runs in third in the red. Fourth position is the 721, Courtney and Dallas Trulove, and the Going Skiff and Crazy. And Tim and Bob Presley rounding out the field in fifth. 3.5 in and 1.5 to go. And it's Jimmy Stewart and Pega Wancio, still your leaders down the backstretch. Half a straightaway over top of the 991 Bound for Glory. And Billy Sewell and Tanner Hood as they head down here into turn number 2 on lap number 4. Unfortunate for the 22, Jay Hardy had a great start to this final. Was leading going down into turn number 1, had a mechanical issue. But it'll be the white flag this time by for the JS10, the Yumpin' Yiminy. Jimmy Stewart and Pega Wancio, your leaders as they complete lap number 4. So one more lap around the Bush River here in the Jersey Speed Skiff final. Bound for Glory. Running in second, Samantha Wancio running in third. Courtney and Dallas Trulove running in fourth. And the 9, Tim and Bob Presley running in fifth. What started out chaotic is pretty much settled down here on the 5th and final lap. Pretty evenly spread out. From first to second, second to third, and third to fourth. So half a lap away from going 2 for 2 on the day for the JS10, the Yumpin' Yiminy. As he heads down into turn number 2, got a little squirrely as he hit the entrance pin down there. Got plenty of space between himself and his nearest competitor, though, as he comes to the apex of turn number 2 here on lap number 5 of 5. Off the exit pin one more time. And the JS10, the Yumpin' Yiminy, Jimmy Stewart, Pega Wancio going to come really wide here. Your winners of the Jersey Speed Skiff Final, the JS10, Yumpin' Yiminy. Second place to the 991. Billy Sewell and Tanner Hood. Third, Samantha and Jerry Wancio at the 45, the Indy Red. And fourth position, the 721 of Courtney and Dallas Trulove. They'll come off the exit of turn number 2. Get a respectable 4th place finish. A lot of work went into that 721 team. They got to be happy getting the 4th place finish here in the skiff final. And Tim and Bob Presley of the Kentucky Blue will round out the field in 5th. Congratulations to the 10, your winners of the skiff final.
Yeah. Use your wing. Yeah, mute it before Sophie says.
8 is inside, which is a good sign, as we're 13 seconds from the start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, nice start. Lane number 4. They'll lead him down into turn number 1. But watch the motion on this inside car. Has a hug the booty row, and Woody Plus got stuck right in the middle. He's on turn left first. He's got the lead through turn number 1. But watch, there's 2 boats out there. There's Shaw on his outside, and Plus got stuck in the middle. So it's Hayes and Shaw on the outside. They go down the backstretch side by side for the lead here in the 2.5 stock final. Kyle Hayes on the inside and John Shaw on the outside as they head down here to turn number 2 on lap number 1. Shaw's running out and about lane number 3. Got about a 3 to 4 boat length advantage as they come through the apex of turn number 2. Hayes trying to hug that buoy row, and he will as he comes off the exit of turn number 2. It'll be 1 down and 4 to go. John Shaw is your leader in the tenacity. Kyle Hayes runs back in second. Third position is Woody Prescott. Fourth position is Carolyn Oliver in the 27 as they go down into turn number 1. John Shaw in the tenacity, your leader by 2 positions now. We're top of Kyle Hayes running back in second. Woody Prescott in third and Carolyn Oliver in fourth. 1.5 in, 3.5 to go here in the 2.5 stock final. John Shaw is your leader in the 92 tenacity out of Centerville, Maryland. Draws for Al Thompson out of Seaford, Delaware. He comes to the apex of turn number 2. Come around and complete lap number 2. 2 down, 3 to go here in the 2.5 stock final. John Shaw's got the 92 foot really well to come across start finish line. Thompson Automotive Group presents the team. Carolyn Oliver in fourth. Unfortunately, Aiden Soby broke down prior to the start of the heat. Oh, we got one over. Woody went over. A red flag on the race course. Red flag on the race course as Woody went over. He's got it fired back up though. Going down into turn number 1 there. Prescott went up and over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just got word that we are going to have to rerun that heat because they did not start the final lap. However, we are running out of time. We lose the crane at 5 o'clock. So because of that, we have to rerun that heat tomorrow first thing. So we will start tomorrow with the 2.5 stock final, and then we'll run everybody else normally. So unfortunately, due to the red flag happening on lap 3 and not lap 4, we are going to be done for the day. So we want to thank you all so much for coming out. We want to thank everybody involved with the Harford County Spring Nationals. Been a great day of racing. Got a lot in a little bit of time. We appreciate you coming out. Come out tomorrow. We will do this again. Tomorrow starting at 12 noon. We'll have our first heats on the water. We actually got to start a little bit earlier than that today. But our goal is to have the first heats running by 12 noon.
All right.
Full action-packed day of racing once again tomorrow. So thank you all so much for coming out today. Get something to eat on the way out, something to drink.
Need help
Enjoy your
carrying any
rest
of this
of your
stuff back?
Saturday. And we'll see you tomorrow.
So just
I'm down.